to Jonah Hill and his ex-girlfriend. Okay. My whole thing on this is the fact that she is looking for attention. Yes, I said it. I said it. Okay? Basically, on Twitter, there was some things coming up on other people and their relationships, and then she decides to leak this, right? When Kiki Palmer and that whole situation last week started, and the guy was talking about like how he feels the relationship should go and how he was actually on the losing side. A lot of people were siding with Kiki, even though I do not side with her. I actually side with the boyfriend. And I think he has a right to feel upset if his baby mother slash partner is wearing something specific and touching and doing something specific with another guy, regardless if it's a joke or not, regardless if it's just harmless fun or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's okay. And she decides to come out the same week and post text messages between her and Jonah and what they had. Let me see if they have pictures here. Here it is. Here it is. First of all, she just puts it on Instagram randomly, just puts out his business, right? All right. There's a lot of things wrong with this, and there's a lot of things that kind of bothers me, but we're gonna dissect it, I should say, piece by piece, plain and simple. If you need, this gonna sound crazy, serving with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your decent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. What the fuck? I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there'll be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. Okay. Jonah texts her that, right? And she posts it on Instagram. Let me see what else he said actually before I continue. Oh, and modeling, which is the last profession I would be with as a partner. Thought pics. But LOL, you must be hard feelings so trapped. Well, maybe you should have asked me about what I do for work before you decided to date me then. A little late now. Keep taking me for granted. Go model. It's a fulfilling life. You'll love it. Real depth and substance and sustainability for relationships. But actually, I don't want this convo. Okay. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Okay. This is the thing here. This is the thing. You ready? Jonah, it's okay for Jonah to do this because he's putting out how he's feeling as a boyfriend, as a partner to this girl. I'm assuming her name is Sarah. They were, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. I think they were dating for 2 years. She's a pro surfer and model, 26 years old. Jonah Hill reportedly met her while surfing together in summer of 2021. Their chemistry sparked a relationship that started in August 2021 and lasted until the beginning of 2022. So they dated for about like 6 months, and she's like getting pissed. So my thing is, they were probably dating, and he just wasn't feeling how she was posting and how things were going. She is a surfer, right? To be honest, she doesn't have that much followers. She probably has followers now. She probably blew up and following. But when I was looking at her, she didn't have that much followers. She doesn't really post sexual photos of her, but all of the photos that she has or not all of them, but majority of the photos that she posts is her surfing. So of course it's gonna be like, a little weird for Jonah to see. Jonah met her surfing, right? Jonah met her surfing. So obviously, because they met each other in that type of life, he feels like as a guy, like, okay, I'm the quote unquote breadwinner, which is true, right? Like Jonah Hill makes mad money. He makes millions of dollars per year. Let's check his net worth real quick. Pocket watching 101. He makes money, like $70 million, right? Not saying that he has it, but just use it as an example. Say he has 70 million in the bank. She has no money. She is a model that's not on Vogue, that's not on any of these crazy modeling sites, right? She's just a fucking surfer. Like, and then let's be honest here, like, how much money are you really making from surfing? Just be honest here. Like, how much money are you making? Like, a couple $1,000s a month. Maybe if you're training like celebrities and you're teaching them how to surf, then that can be a thing. But I doubt it, bro. I doubt that you're doing that. I feel like you're making like little to no money per month, and maybe you have daddy's money, for example, that can kind of help you, but you're not really having a sustainable living. So Jonah Hill and her are together. They're together from August to probably January of 2022, right? He probably thinks of this, like a lot of guys are like this, like, all right, you with me now, whatever you're doing or however I met you, you don't need to do that shit anymore. Go and try to find a more respectable way to live. So he's looking at it as like, you over here teaching men, quote unquote, how to surf, you taking pictures with men. And then I think that he said some of these things because she probably sent it to him, and now he feels that she's doing that with every guy that she talks to or texts or has to build some type of relationship with. She probably met him. She probably was sexting him, which is why he said to post sexual photos. He liked her photos on Instagram. That's how they met up, and then she actually taught him how to surf, right? She probably has friends that are guys, right? Surfing is probably more of a guy thing than a girl thing. Not saying that girls don't know how to surf, but I'm saying, like, I feel like it's the crowd is more men than it is women for that genre of a job. So, and I feel like that's why he broke up with her, right? Is he just himself is just like, I cannot handle what's going on. I can't handle it, and I don't want to handle it. So I don't. So that's why he said, if you're gonna continue to do these things, I don't want to be with you. And she personally fucked up the bag because he's a millionaire, right? He's literally a millionaire. You wouldn't have to work another day in your life. You have his kids. This sounds so terrible, but you have his kids. You don't have to work another day in your life. You're just chilling. You just be the stay-at-home wife. Or the girlfriend. Like, you just look good. I saw something and somebody said that. Imagine them going, like, he goes to probably crazy parties, executive meetings. He knows a lot of big heads in the movie industry, and he's also, believe it or not, in the rap industry. Like, he's mad cool with Kanye West and a lot of these other artists. So you know that if they ask for Jonah Hill to come to the party and he's gonna bring a +1, obviously, she would be that +1, right? Now, imagine like going to the party and they're asking you what you do, and you're like, you're a surfer, here's my Instagram, and then your Instagram is just a bunch of photos of you in a bikini or in a swimsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be embarrassing for him, and that's why he's just like, I don't want to have anything to do with that, right? Like, they're basically quote unquote seeing the goods. I'm not saying that it's okay for him to say that she cannot do these things, but the way how he worded it was like, if you are going to do any of these things, I don't want to be with you. And the way how she's putting it off is like, well, you know, me and you are together for X amount of time. This is my job. Like, what's the point? Like, you decided to date me, and now all of a sudden you're just gonna kind of take it back. So he just was like, do what you want to do. Like at that point, like if you want to go and be a fucking model or surf with men or post sexual photos or whatever the case may be, then me and you don't have to be together. Like, it's just that obvious. It's just that simple. Like, you want to be a quote unquote thought around and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, we don't have to be together. I also feel like the way how they probably talked or hit it off kind of set the precedent of why he feels like this. Maybe it didn't take him that long to hit. Maybe he got, like, she was trying to get the bag, so obviously she probably was like, I'm gonna smash Jonah and I'm gonna make sure he loves what he's getting. And maybe she smashed on the first day that after them talking. Maybe she smashed, like, and she was easy. So to him, he's probably thinking in the back of his head, if she's this easy, that means she's probably easy with everybody else in her circle. So because of that, I'm gonna lay down the ground rules right now. Now, let me tell you why she did this for clout. If you look here, this has been posted December 2nd, 2021 at 6:46 p.m. It is July 2023. 2 years later, you're going to post this? That's how I feel like you're just looking for clout. And then who still has the text messages for 2 years? Like, what are you doing? Like, on some real shit, like, why? And then, you know why? I was like, you know what? Let me look into it. Let me see why she would do that. This is why. This is why. She is with Olivia Miller. I don't know who she is, but I felt like Olivia Miller sounds like like a actor or actress's name, but I'm probably wrong. He has a pregnant girlfriend. She's been pregnant for X amount of time. They have been obviously dating probably for like a year and then got her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? He looks crazy in this photo. It's so weird to see him skinny. I know I feel happy for him, but it's just really weird for me to see him skinny. Do you know that in an interview, fun fact, he said that people didn't find him funny after he lost his weight. People only found him funny for his weight. So he actually gained weight for some of his roles because of that reasoning. But I also don't know how tall he is. I'm hoping she's like 5'8", 5'9", but he could be like 5'7", and she's literally like 5'8" or something. But yeah, she's pregnant here. They've been together for a while. They're pregnant. They're happy, and then she's gonna try to come here and ruin their little happiness by saying that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue that I have. Why are you gonna post something from 2 years ago, like, and how you ended, and then trying to expose him for what? Is this? I see why. She probably saw that photo and was pissed. I think it's like a little bit of a disconnect. I felt like Jonah Hill was like, okay, me and you are together. You don't need to do that for a living anymore. Maybe do a different type of business because you're with me and I can handle the bills. And she's like, why are you coming at me? Like, this is my job. You met me doing this. Like, why are you unhappy now? But, I mean, man, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It happens. There's no reason to, like, kind of come at him for it. I feel like these are things that maybe you could have spoken to him in person. Maybe she realized she fucked up the bag and now she wants to try to be with him, or want to air it out and for everybody else to see. I think that's silly. Like, it's been 2 years. Maybe if you had did this in 2021, then we could have kind of had your back, but it's kind of silly. And then all the girls are just like, this is wrong. He's not supposed to be doing that. It's not wrong at all. He laid out his ground rules. He said how he feels and what he expects out of the relationship. And if she doesn't want to do it, they don't have to be together. And that's what happened. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. it's fine though. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. There's no reason to like be upset or get mad or whatever. So it is what it is. I think that she's fucked up for doing it though. Like it's 2 years later. What's the point of doing this shit? This is the same thing of when this is how I feel sometimes when women they go and get into some they see that a guy's going through some shit and then they're like, oh, I remember a time when he did this. Like, why didn't you say that when that happened? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe they were holding it back. Maybe she wasn't ready to fully post it. I personally feel like she was like, oh, people are getting on Kiki's boyfriend for doing this. Let me post this and see if anybody has my back. Let me try to post this for clout. Jonah either Jonah probably didn't message her. His manager is probably telling him, don't say anything. It will blow over in like the next week. Just shut the fuck up. Be happy with your girl. But he's probably pissed. A wife or a mom to be, baby mama is probably pissed. Like this dumb bitch. Like they're probably going crazy on her right now, punching the air like Arthur. But it is what it is. Like what are you gonna do? I feel like I rambled on for